Hello and welcome to this Company Law Refresher 2024, Exploring Key Provisions. My name is Jackie Sheldon. I was a corporate solicitor in practice. I worked and trained at Taylor Wessing in London. I moved to the Northwest and I was at Pannonies and Hammonds in the Northwest. I'm a senior lecturer and I specialise in designing, writing and delivering company law training. I'm qualified to teach up to master's level, but I only teach the areas that I specialised in practice, which is why you've got me for today's webinar. Now let's start by looking at what we're going to be achieving in today's webinar. Now we're going to be covering some key provisions of the Companies Act 2006, and we're also going to be touching on some changes that are afoot in the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act 2023. Now at the time of recording, the majority of the ECCTA is not yet in force. We're going to be focusing on some of the amendments that will be coming into place over the next few years. We're going to look at how you incorporate as a company or an LLP, including some proposed identity verification that is looming under the ECCTA. We're going to think about directors. We're going to look at the types, the rights, the duties, and the liability of directors, including when you're approaching an insolvency situation. We'll think about whether you have to have a company secretary and what their role is. We'll look at share capital, including the allotment and issue of shares, different share classes, shareholder rights and remedies, and buyback of shares. We'll also think about the process of shareholder meetings. So we'll talk about the notice, the procedure and the documentation. We'll talk about the rules surrounding capital maintenance, and we will think about liquidation as well. Now, this is aimed for non-specialist practitioners, as well as those who are moving into the corporate field for the first time. And you'll see it's a very broad set of items that we're aiming to cover today.